Today's question is, should you always buy a chair that has more adjustment possibilities, more controls? Welcome, I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the Posture Manual. Today I'm shooting this video from a co-working space. It's an important parameter, and this chair is the Reply by Steelcase. It's a fairly simple chair. Here is the backrest tilt angle. Here is adjustment of the seat height, and here you can adjust the tilt resistance for when you keep the backrest loose. Other thing, the armrest can be adjusted in height. On this very model, you see that the backrest is mesh backrest and it does not have the reinforcing bar here for the pelvis. As I've explained in another video, when you have a mesh backrest, well, the goal is to have a backrest which is flexible enough for adapting to the morphology of your back. It has pros and cons. The good thing about it is that you don't need to adjust it. And as most people don't adjust the height of their lumbar support, well, at least it's one thing that they cannot do wrong. On the other hand, the support that you will get from a mesh backrest is often a bit less good than you would get from a foam backrest, which is adjusted at the right height, especially if there's no reinforcing bar as on this chair. Now, when you have a reinforcing bar, especially if it's a plastic bar, it can happen that it creates pressure points. So you may wonder, depending on the type of reinforcing bar that you have, whether it's better to have it or to not have it. And to be honest with you, it's very difficult to judge from a picture. You need to sit on the chair to discover whether you're comfortable or not. The good thing about this chair is that it has very few controls. Therefore, it is really fairly intuitive to use. However, if it's your main chair, well, you may be a bit frustrated by the fact that you cannot adjust it as precisely as you would like to. So what's the best use case for a chair like this? Well, it's precisely where I'm sitting. It is a co-working space or a office with hot desking policy, meaning that different people will sit on the chair every day. We all know, you know it as well as I do, that most people don't adjust the chair when they sit on it. So it's cool to have a chair with 10 adjustment possibilities, but it actually increases the probability that the chair will not be adjusted properly. If you have 3 controls, well, maybe the chair will be, say, most comfortable for more users. One thing that you can see on this chair though is that there isn't much space here behind my knee. I'm 1.73 meters, which makes me more or less the 50% of the user population, meaning that short people will probably find this chair too deep and will have difficulties resting on the backrest. They will sit like this and the result will be this. So conclusion, Steelcase is one of the good brands that you can find out there, and this is an entry-level chair. Therefore, it is most suited for places where many users will sit on the same chair. If you buy it for yourself, say for example to work from home, well, my advice is that you either get the reinforcing bar here, which is also going to increase the the longevity of the mesh backrest, or that you consider the foam backrest. So to test it and see what you prefer between the two. When you test it, also make sure that you have sufficient space here. If you have a bit more budget or you want to buy a chair for 5 days a week, not just once in a while, well, my advice is that you take something a bit more adjustable so that you increase the likelihood to have it really comfortable for you. And if so, well, have a look at the video that I link in the description and at the end of this one, which is how to adjust a chair which is fully adjustable, in this case the Knaps Plus 8. As always, I'm not paid by the chair manufacturers, so this is an independent review with experts' opinion and based on the many dozens of chairs that I see in the client companies that I have in Switzerland and abroad. If you like this kind of stuff, Well, two requests: subscribe and share the channel and the videos that you like with your friends, with your colleagues. This knowledge needs to be spread for the benefit and the health of us all.